Hafa Guam. I'm Joanna Delphin from the Joint Region Marianas Public Affairs Office, and thank you for joining us for another segment of Island Images. We're back at Sagan Couture and Chamorro in Tumon, where we're going to be talking to Jill Benavente, who was named the Master of Body Art Ornamentation. So if you're ready, come join me as we learn more about this form of Chamorro art. So we're back here with Jill Benavente to talk to her a little bit more about body ornamentation. Jill, thank you so much for joining us again. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
And it's always a pleasure.
Kaha named you the Master Carver-Body Ornamentation.
Yes.
How does it feel to have that title?
It's always an honor. However, I don't feel a master, I guess, until we leave this world, because life is a learning process.
The types of pieces that you create, where does that inspiration come from?
Actually, it was from my nana, who was a surahana, but she was also a master weaver. She used to make her own guafex, and then I used to be her guinea pig with the omelet. So, show the kids it's not that bad. But it was her that inspired me. She left before I could learn how to be a surahana or even a weaver of that sort. So when she passed on, I felt it was important for me to pick up at least the weaving part in her memory.
Where do you get your materials for your pieces?
Oh, my playtime away from my playtime, the store, the shop, I love to go to the beach, and I like hiking. And whenever I go, I always end up finding nice materials to use. And then there is a lot of people who come in. We also do kind of the bartering, but there's only so much barter I can do, but they would come in with their giant clams, and if it's workable, then I would make them their pieces. Well, when I create, I have to be in the mood. I really want to feel the pieces. I don't like to work with a dollar sign behind it, because creation is not about the money, it's about creating from your heart and soul. And that's what I always want to do. Create a piece that I would be able to wear, and if somebody else wears it, then they would wear it with pride.
What sets the Chamorro body ornamentations different than the other islands?
How I try to separate ours from anyone else is I like to incorporate the pottery designs our ancestors create. Within the piece are symbols that are here on the island that our ancestors left behind. I like to include that also in the piece, just to showcase that it's strictly from this section of the Pacific realm.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think it's important, especially for the younger generations, including myself, to learn these types of ancient art? Why do you think it's important to perpetuate that?
Well, just the fact of connecting of who you are as a person. I believe that no matter what nationality you come from, you do need to know your history in order to know who you are as a person. I think moving forward, once you know that, will give you more strength to face anything that comes your way. Always remember that when you create something that's you, a part of you that is being followed out throughout the world, wherever these people go with your pieces. And that's the pride that you must carry, and it always has to be something with quality.
So Jill, thank you again for joining us and talking to us a little bit more about body ornamentation and a little bit of the history and the practice behind it. Is there anything else that you'd like to say to our viewers?
And so, well, just come up to Sagan Couture and Chamorro. We have a lot to offer, and if we have enough people who want to learn certain crafts, we will start an apprenticeship program under that. Sinamasi for visiting us today.
Until next time, adios.
Adios. Adios.